Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were working on a couple of things, so we ended up doing a bunch of quests last time because, well, getting the remainder of all of these ingredients has been proving kind of challenging, specifically the Demon Steel. Demon Steel is a nightmare. We're up to 5th magnitude, but that's about it. And the problem with that is Temperio Essence. We need a lot of this stuff, and well, it's kind of difficult to get. So we're going to try to fix that today. I had to add another interface onto our molecular assembler, so I had to rewire some stuff down here. But what else have I been doing? I've been kind of just sitting around trying to get supplies for the next kind of steps that we're going to be doing. I did go ahead and get villagers spawning, so I have with me 6 villager soul vials. There are still more villagers back in the, not over there, mining dimension. It's through there. And I kept the last villager, just in case we ever need him again. Plus we have a safari net with a zombie, so we have like other supplies of villagers if we need to. But we need to deal with this. So I went ahead and 10 the Minicio seeds. Those are in the last millennium, growing fairly quickly, like everything else. But we need to do some stuff. So excuse me. First things first, we need to roll a dice of fate. So I got one of these from killing the Gaia Guardian, and I kind of forgot about it. It was in my golden bag of holding, so I kind of forgot to grab it out and open it on camera for last episode. So let's go ahead and do that now. And we get my favorite thing. So this is the Key of the King's Law, which it's not a powerful weapon or anything. We can't use it. We have to come back over here and grab some mana. It's not like super powerful or anything like that, but it is probably my most favorite effect. It's a really cool item, and it's kind of intimidating, even though it's not that powerful. So we're just going to aim it at this island, and if you just hold right click, it makes some really loud noises, and if you let go of right click, it shoots a bunch of golden tools and blows up a place. Doesn't actually do any block damage, so that's fine. But if we hit F5, you can see it's all of these like golden tools in a pattern, and they go wherever you want. So it does decent damage. It doesn't require much mana or anything like that, but it's really cool looking and it's incredibly intimidating. So I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm glad we got that, but doesn't really matter much to me, doesn't really matter much in the long term because we don't really need it. So we have a whole bunch of villager souls. What do we need to do with them? Well, we need 2 things, and they luckily lead to each other. But before we get into doing that stuff, I want an export bus. How difficult would it be to get an export bus? Export bus. So we need an export bus from Applied Energistics. So which core is that? This should be formation, yeah, because we're making the item, so makes sense. Formation core. So that'll take a second to craft. Actually shouldn't take too long. It does need to make a logic processor. So once that's done, we'll be good to go. There is the formation core. Perfect. So ME export bus, exactly what we need. And do we have any? No, just booster cards. Alright, well, we'll worry about that later. So we're going to want to move this stuff. And we're using double layers. Actually, that's fine. So let's take all of this stuff out. We're going to break these, and we're going to move this guy completely. So let's just break all this stuff. And what we're going to do, and this is going to be something I'm going to probably have to do a little bit of off-camera work. Not a problem, but what we're going to do is we're going to pick all of this stuff up. And we're going to want to make another crafter. Just one more. And we're going to move all this stuff. One, I want to make sure F7 says there's no darkness there. We're going to move all that stuff over here. In fact, do we want to do it just right here? Or do we want to put it over here? I don't really want to wire too much. And honestly, this is going to be somewhat temporary. It's not actually. So, where do we have power? We don't have power over here, do we? You know what? Until we get more stuff going, let's go ahead and just put it right here again. But this time we're going to kind of rearrange it a little bit. So, what we're going to want is another jungle drawer. Actually, do we want two? We're going to want an import bus as well. No. We'll actually pipe it into... Do we have any... let's see. I mean, that's hooked up, so we could use that. I'm looking for anything that's going to pump things into the system. And I know we have this over here. We could extend this line over, but you know what? We'll just we'll use this. So we'll put it right in here. And what we're going to want is we're going to want a jungle drawer at the top. Let's put it right. Let's see. How about right here? So against this block. And what we're going to do is we're going to put an ME export bus right there. And we'll get that hooked up in a moment. We'll need a cable. Shouldn't be a problem. And we're going to put a crafter underneath it. So which one's this? Okay, cool. This is the one we want. So this one is going to go right here. And we're going to reconfigure it. So it's going to pull items from there and push items down. And can we just alternate this? This would probably look fine. So that'll be there. And then we're going to want... not that one. This one. Let's go ahead and put this guy down. So we'll put this here. We need to reconfigure where everything goes. And basically, we're going to pull from this side and push out the bottom. And then we put another jungle drawer. And then yellows will go here. And again, configure the IO so that it's going to pull from here, and this time it's going to push out this side. And we'll put a jungle drawer here, and it's not how I want it. It's going to take forever. So what we can do is just something like... Okay, I guess we'll put something on the back. Let's grab some blocks, I guess, and do that. Perfect. Alright, and that will have these Imperial, and then we'll have this guy who will configure. Now we need to make sure that everything else is gone. So pull from there, push out the top, and that's where we'll have another thing for we'll have another drawer. So I luckily do have another drawer. That's nice. We'll put that right here, and that's the Zavisio. And then we're gonna need one more crafter right here. So let's grab the rest of the stuff, and we have energy conduits. We can go ahead and fill that back up. So we're gonna want energy conduits like so, and then this guy as well, because we're gonna make another crafter, so that we can go ahead and turn the Zavisio into Tempurio, and just kind of skip the middle. So let's grab all of our Zavisio, and just put all that in there. And we're not gonna have a barrel for the Tempurio because honestly we don't need it. So we just need a crafter. Oops, if I put my hands on the keyboard correctly. Crafter. I realized I spelled crafting, so we do have a crafter tier 3. That's not what I want. Just an EnderIO crafter. So what do we need? A Z-Logic controller and a crafting table. That one's easy enough. And the Z-Logic controller is what, a zombie skull, solarium. It's like 2 solarium, redstone and 2 silicon, I believe? Question mark. Alright, let's see if this is correct. Z-Logic controller, cool. So we'll get the crafter. And then what we can do is place it here. We'll put a double, whoa, lag spike. This world is starting to get laggy. I don't know exactly what's causing it, but I'll deal with it later. So let's grab a double layer capacitor and put it in here. So configure pull, push, extract, always active. Now we have to tell it how to make the recipe, and it will start making Tempurio for us. Perfect. So that's all we need to do there. And then this guy, we're gonna need a single thing of Minicio, and this will eventually get more upgrades. There are better ways to do this, but for now this is going to be probably the best. And then we just need a cable. So cable, glass cable, perfect. Oh right, and then conduits to connect it. Forget about that part. So ME conduits, we don't need that many, and we'll just hook this up. Hopefully we have enough channels over there. Yeah, we should. Okay, cool. So that should start producing Minicio. And if we get some acceleration upgrades, which how bad are those to do? So let's see how bad it is to make acceleration cards. These guys. Alright, it requires pure fluix and the diamond wafers. Electrotine calculation diamond wafers. Alright. Electrotine, let's make 20 of those. Because why not? Calculation, let's make 2 of those. Right, it's going to make 8. And then fluix crystals. Okay, so it's any kind of fluix. That's good. By the way, I taught the system how to make... I taught the system how to make a lot of upgrades. That's why I needed the other... I taught it how to make all the storage upgrades. That's why I needed the other interface. I ran out of room. And the last thing we need is diamond wafers, which is redstone lamps. Redstone, silicon. Okay. So let's get like a stack of this. Lamps. Nope, of course not. So glowstone. Let's get 8 of those. Diamonds times 8. And then silicon times 16. And we'll get this going, should be pretty quick. So circuit fabricator. That'll just do its thing, and we'll come back for that in just a moment. So, yeah, why is it so laggy? I don't know. Anyways, the farms are probably going to be part of it. Anyways, now we can get into some of the other stuff. So, we're going to be doing some quests today. So we need to finish off the crystals. We need to get the enticing crystals. And the enticing crystals are actually pretty easy. Enticing crystals require a villager soul and an emerald. So we're going to make 6 of those right off the bat. So emerald, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 15 levels each. So let's just get 20 levels. And that requires a lot of power. So let's actually get a capacitor. Why did we lose power? Ooh, we don't have enough power output. Okay, so this is draining all the power. It's almost done, and then we should have power to everything else. There is our enticing crystal. So that is that. Before we do anything else, let's grab a capacitor, upgrade that, and now that has a lot more power. How much did that use? 20 million. Oh, okay. Well, that explains a lot. So you know what we're going to do, and I'm going to do this because of reasons. We're going to take 2 of these guys. We are going to need more plutonium, but I feel bad running the reactor without actually having any, like, reason to. So we're just going to put this like so. And now we should be able to make these guys. Let's just take a bunch of levels. So now that is much easier on our power, because this is what's using almost all the power. In fact, just break that so this is the only thing using power, and that should be fine. Okay, so we're going to get a lot of enticing crystals, and we're going to need a lot of enticing crystals for Vibrantium. Now, once we get a little bit further along, we're going to have better ways to make this stuff. But there's all that. Let's go ahead, claim this. Let's take left today, far left. And that unlocks this, which we need a zombie electrode and a sentient ender. We'll do that in a little bit. But we also need to make Vibranium ingots. So in order to make those, That is something we are desperately going to need. This stuff requires, luckily it's not too much power, but it requires half a stack of solarium. Ooh, I didn't realize that. Vibrant alloy and 2 enticing crystals. So I'm going to need more soul sand. And you know what? I think we're going to do it the easy way. Vibrant alloy. So we have 3 recipes worth, so 24. And we can go ahead and start cooking up the first batch. So we just need a bunch more solarium. And so let's head to the nether. Let's go ahead and store our levels. I'm gonna put, actually, yeah, that's it. We have our item dislocator. Let's go to the nether, and we're going to grab all of the soul sand we can find easily. So we're going to fly around, we're going to find a patch of soul sand, and we're going to grab it. Just because it's going to be the easiest way to do that. Now, I am, of course, concerned about spiders. I hate the black widows that live in here. And nitro creepers, a little bit less so. But let's go to a nice big patch of soul sand. I guess right here. And let's go ahead and do this to do this. Alright, we have a ton of soul sand now, which means we can make a ton of solarium. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. Yeah, I think that's enough soul sand for right now anyways. I hate you spiders. They're so creepy. Like, I wouldn't hate them as much if they weren't so just absolutely creepy. It's like, Erebus is a cool mod, don't get me wrong. I think the ideas there are great. I even think that the design is fine. There's a lot of things that's kind of weird, I'll be honest. There's a lot of weirdness in that mod pack, or mod rather. But I would like it 100 times more if it was a little less realistic. That's the big problem. So let's see. We're gonna need to make a bunch of solarium, which luckily I taught the system how to make solarium. Solarium, whatever. I taught it how to make this, so let's make 1,000. It'll get to work on that. And why am I having so much like tick lag? Anyways, we should have our first Vibrantium. How do you say that? Vibrantium. Vibrantium. I think that sounds better. So we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. We need 4 to begin with, so that's kind of a pain. But let's go ahead and make the acceleration cards so that we can deal with the things. Let's see, we're gonna need 1, 2, and we're gonna make 4 of these guys. So that we can get the Minicio, so that we can get the, there, that should be a lot faster. Yeah, it already is just throwing in a ton of Minicio essence, which is great. That's what we want. So it should empty out both drawers, and it did. So if any of this stuff ever fills up, which it shouldn't, it'll be fine. So let's see how much Temperio we have. We have 31. Nice. So 30 would give us more stuff. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. Start working on that. How are our seeds? Our seeds are 10, 10, 10. They've been 10, 10, 10 for a while. Alright, I'm going to break these, and then I will deal with that later. So, yeah. There's emerald seeds. Like I said, I'll deal with the rest of that stuff later. Just go ahead and put emerald seeds over here. Now I'm going to be honest, I'm going to rearrange a lot of this stuff later, but I'm also going to rearrange the farms. But how much solarium do we have? We have 27 currently. So there's enough for another piece. I believe we need 4 for the quest. Yeah, so we're going to need more villagers and more enticing crystals. So let's go to the mining dimension and see how our villagers are doing. So I added more doors. I don't think I did that on camera. This way. So I added more doors. I built a little bit of an area. And we have a handful of more villagers. And they're making more. So you get sacrificed. You get sacrificed. You get sacrificed. And you get sacrificed. So we have 1. Let's leave 2 adults. Actually, you know what? Nah. That'll be fine. They'll grow up. They'll make more. And we'll sacrifice more. So we're going to need, I think it's 6, 8. How many do we need for the Philosopher's Stone? 8. So we need 16 villagers in total. So let's grab, let's just retrieve like 40 levels. And let's grab some more emeralds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, you're out of crop sticks. That's a pain. Also, you have a lot of backup items. That's going to be fun to deal with. I've been using the Amulet of Growth to speed that up, and it just makes more problems for me usually. Alright, so more villagers, more enticing crystals. And at the end of the day, we will have everything we need. Okay. So we have 2. Let's grab these. Yeah, that's going to use a lot of power, but this has a billion power, a billion RF, so that's fine. So yeah, we just need a lot of enticing crystals at this point. So we can get rid of the acceleration cards. And I want to make sure, let's get vibrant alloy. And just fill that up. And solarium. Now can we make solarium in induction furnace? Let's find out. Because if we can, that's at the very least... Aha! That is another way to get more. So we have multiple ways to get this stuff. It's just a matter of making all of it. So we need to wait just a little bit of time to get the rest of this stuff. So with all that taken care of, we can actually go ahead and make the enchanter. But I want to make the tormented head. So the next one to make is the zombie electrode, which is capacitor, zombie head, energetic, and silicon. So let's grab that stuff. Zombie skull. Silicon. I swear I can type, just not every day. Capacitor and energetic alloy. And then what's the other one we're gonna need? The sentient ender, which requires a witch, which we do have. So we might as well use it. Let's see, do we have... Enderman skull? I don't believe we do. So, the sentient ender requires an ender resonator, doesn't it? Yes, so ender resonator. Ender resonator. Cool. So 2 solarium, a skull, 2 silicon, and a vibrant. So there's that. Silicon times 2. And solarium. We'll go ahead and throw, not that, all this stuff in there. All that in there. Do we have the stack? Yeah, I'm getting really weird lag every once in a while. Alright, so that should be, we're up to 4. That should be that quest taken care of. Far left. And we can go ahead, we're halfway there on this. That's kind of awesome. So how are we doing on power? Just fine. Cool. That is done. So 30 demon steel of the first makes 10 of the second. We're going to need so much of this stuff. So there's 3rd to the 4th. Alright, so we'll just come back over here. And we have the next to the 5th. Let's go ahead and put that away, that away, that away. And I guess let's go ahead and go to the end. But before we do, one, we have some blank patterns. Do we have the materials in you book? Yes. I don't remember modifiers. I can never remember what beheading is. It's obsidian and an ender pearl? Yes. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Ender pearl. Obsidian. Over here. So our sword has 1 modifier remaining. We can add beheading 2. That's going to give us a 20% chance to behead. Ooh, we have an epic and a greater. So let's go to the end. And we're just going to eat the rest of this cake if we can. We can't. Alright, well that's fine. We'll go to the end. It sounds like there's a lot of Endermen, which is great. Let's kill these guys until, well, we got a skull. Alright, well, he's mad at me now, so let's run away. And, yeah, that should be everything we need for this. Go ahead and put this stuff away. We'll finish the quest to get the sentient ender. How much Tempuria do we have? We have 4 more. So, second, we can get another 3rd. But I don't want that yet. So let's go ahead and do these 4. Oh my gosh, it uses so much diamond. So we're gonna keep 1 in the chest at all time, just so that we can kind of progress as needed. And we're gonna eventually want to keep 1 of basically every item until we get the transmutation table. Once we get the transmutation table, things are gonna be a little bit easier on that front. But we have our ender resonator, soul vial, 10 levels. Luckily we can easily retrieve 10 levels. And there is the sentient ender. So that is everything there, far left. And all that stuff should have unlocked some other quests, but not yet. Still need to get through Project E, probably to get to Lambda. That being said, we have 2 epics. Nice. So we can put that away. Put that stuff away. Alright, so there is the 3 of the first. Let's make second, third. Alright, so this is going to take a while, and it's going to be a lot of AFKing, to be perfectly honest. Which is kind of boring. I will probably just kind of let it set, but we have a great reward bag. It's boring. And 2 epics, so can we get the thing I want? Alchemical coins? No, not yet. Flamethrower. Okay, well, the flamethrower is cool, but none of that stuff is good. Alright, so, really, the only thing we need to do, we need 8 more villagers to be enticed. Actually, 6 more. So, that's pretty easy. I will go ahead and make the rest of the Vibrantium. That's not terribly difficult. But the Demon Steel is going to be. I'd love it if we could get enough Temperio to get all that stuff. But you know what? We need to take the crafting recipe out because we don't need that anymore. So we'll just do that and put it in there. So yeah, there's not really much we can do about getting any farther with. It's just a matter of time. So I don't know if there's any good ways to get more of the Minicio essence other than potentially a bigger farm. Maybe for the time being, let's go to the last millennium. I think for the time being, what I'm going to do is something kind of ridiculous. So I have just a little bit of a farm right here. That's not really that good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it all here. Now, out of curiosity for later, if we look at the Philosopher's Stone, Demon Steel, Temperio Essence does have EMC. So is this guy hooked up? He is. Extract always active. Cool. So what I'm gonna do, because I care less about this, I'll probably bring a chest out here. But what I will do, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, I need to work on getting the floor here properly made. But I think we're going to make this entire field Minicio. And only Minicio. And then basically I'm going to start working on getting everything kind of growing as I want it. Get plenty of dirt and whatnot. Get plenty of harvesters. That'll be something that'll be a little bit more as we go type of thing. Once we get the energy condenser, then making these will be a lot easier and a lot better in general. So that's the plan. So I will tell you guys what. Let's go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time, we're going to make the Philosopher's Stone. I'm going to get enough Minicio turned into Temperio, turned into Demon Steel of the 1st magnitude, so that we can make the 2 Demon Steel of the 8th magnitudes and make the Philosopher's Stone. I'll also get the rest of the Vibranium. That won't take that long. Literally just waiting for the villagers is going to be good enough. So that is the plan. I'm going to come over here, grab a bunch of wood, make a bunch of sticks into a bunch of crop sticks, and yeah, then kind of basically I'm gonna do this. I'm going to make the gigantic field of Minicio, continue tinting the crops, and basically just kind of get the demon steel. That's going to take a good bit of time, a good bit of diamonds, but we'll come back next time. I'll have the Philosopher's Stone ready, and we will go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Started rambling there at the end. Apologies. But, yeah, we are getting close, ever closer. Just need to do some more quests, to be honest. But yeah, one of these days we will kind of finish up all the quests. We'll go back through and complete everything else as needed. But, yeah, we will continue on next time with the Philosopher's Stone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!